We looked at post-debate polls that suggested people seem to favor the president's performance in the debate, but they gave Mitt Romney higher marks for his ability to handle the economy. So Steve Rattner's here with charts this morning to explain why that may have come out that way. Charts on the economy. Steve, take it away.
Sure. Well, as we all know, the president's has been facing a pretty stiff economic headwind, and what I want to do is lay out how his economic situation compares across a bunch of different indicators to those of other people who've run for president recently, and you'll see some interesting results in terms of how the economy's performed. So one measure that people often look at is real GDP, which is obviously how much has the economy grown. So for each of these presidents, we start with the beginning of their first term, and then we progress ourselves out to their re-election point. And what you can see, not surprisingly, because we talk a lot about the weak economy, is that by this measure, Obama is really pretty much at the bottom of the pack. And the other four presidents that have preceded him all had substantially better performance when it comes to plain economic growth. Now, economic growth alone is not a recipe for re-election, as you can see, because Bush 41 did not get re-elected, and Jimmy Carter, of course, did not get re-elected.
Steve, what about the argument that you would hear looking at that chart from the Obama White House that trough you see on the chart right there took a lot of digging to get out of, and that's why they're at 3.1%?
That's precisely the argument, of course. But remember, we are still growing pretty slowly, 1.3%, 1.5%. It's not the kind of growth rates we've had in the past. And so it is a slow growth economy. And I think when people are asked, how does the president handle the economy, it obviously factors in to their view. But if you look at a couple of other measures,
Can I ask you a quick GDP question? When did we last have a 4-year period of GDP growth this low?
I think you'd have to go back to.
You have to go back to the 30s?
I think you'd have to go back to the 30s.
I mean, maybe
4 years.
Maybe
4 years like this. Yeah, I think so.
The early 30s, maybe.
Yeah. We'll do a political fact check on that and get back to you. But
Sorry, I know that wasn't on the chart.
No, it's okay.